Back on to talk about all the severe thunderstorms that we have. What a mess it looks like on the radar. I think, what just happened? We've got several severe thunderstorm warnings crossing in from Oklahoma over the state line into Arkansas. Some of the heavier pockets of rain are producing some good-sized hail. We've got a big lightning show too, just to kind of show you. We probably don't have to stay on the camera very long, but this is a live look. As soon as you turn it on, you got a flash. Got very heavy rain coming into LaFleur County, Sequoia County, Crawford County. Now we've got some in Sebastian County, now even coming into parts of it'd be Adair County too, but lots of heavy rain. It's starting to get a little bit fuzzy. When you get that, it means it's pouring off in the distance, but lots of lightning coming into northwest Arkansas and the River Valley at this time. Even if you're not getting storms in your neighborhood, you may hear the thunder. We've heard of folks hearing the thunder, 15, 20 miles away from even the storms themselves, and then you see the bright lights, flashes of light there in the distance. So let's go back to the radar. Let's talk about where we've got severe thunderstorms right now and where they're heading. It's going to take a while to go through all these. We'll do a quick, brief overview, and then we'll go through each one and a little bit more in depth. We got some storms popping up right now in central portions of Adair County. This is just north of Stillwell. We've got them near Tahlequah. Some small pockets of hail coming in with these cells. These are moving north and east. Fayetteville, Farmington, Prairie Grove, Lincoln. You may be getting some of these cells soon. We've got a couple showers along 62 at the moment. They're weak. Stronger thunderstorms crossing the state line, though, or just past the state line. They'll be crossing the state line coming in Arkansas here in the next 30 minutes or so. We've got a good cell coming into Winslow, too. This has a history of producing some kind of small hail coming into northern Crawford County, up to about quarter-sized hail at this storm. You head southbound in Sequoia County. It won't stop raining. We've had several rounds of rain. We could get some localized flash flooding tonight. We're under a flood watch, but especially along and south of the interstate, it just keeps pouring right there in the Arkansas river bottoms. We've got two large cells right now, one back to back. This is kind of producing a training effect coming into northern LaFleur County. This activity that you see in northern LaFleur, mainly north of Podo. Once you head north of Cameron into Rock Island and Spiro, Fort Coffee, Cowlington, Shady Point, Panama, Spiro, Bocoshi, we're getting that heavy rain. Lots of thunder and lightning. We've got probably the biggest hail pocket right now in northeastern LaFleur County, very close to the Bacola area. Another cell that's coming in, squeezing into southwestern Logan County. This one continues to weaken over time. Not too concerned about this at the moment. This one used to drop some golf ball sized hail there in portions of western Sebastian County. If you got the 5 News app, we're going to go ahead and send an alert out. I'm not going to have it vibrate. I don't want to wake too many people up. There's not a life-threatening situation right now. We've got severe thunderstorms. Hail is dangerous, but as long as you're inside, you're going to be okay. If you got a severe thunderstorm warning out there, you may want to bring in the car if you still have it parked outside. If you got any room in the garage, it might be a good idea to bring some stuff out and bring it inside. If you have any lawn furniture or anything like that, it could get kind of breezy on some of these storms too. We've got a gust of wind coming into Kavanaugh Hill. We'll zoom onto that in just a moment, but very windy conditions on the north side of Podo, just that rain-cooled air that's rushing out at this time. Let me go ahead and send this alert out as we continue to get our streams ready. Hope you guys have had a good night. Hope you got some sleep. Probably waking up. It's been so loud in the River Valley, Fort Smith, Van Buren, westbound. Although we haven't had much rain in Fort Smith, but just now coming towards Jenny Lind Road. It's late. It's 2:54. And the Vienna Hills area, we've got very heavy rain too. All right, so that's going out. All right, we're in business. Okay, so we've kind of highlighted all the storms. Let's now go from north to south. We've got cells popping up here in Adair County. This is Eldon, just leaving Tahlequah. Small pocket of hail with this one. This is continuing to move towards the north and east. This thing will be, let's kind of time this out, heading north and west of Fayetteville, north and east of Fayetteville. Timing Christie, 2:59. You're just close to 3 o'clock, so about 4 or 5 minutes from now. Westville here in the next 15 minutes or so. Crossing into about Farmington, Prairie Grove, the RIA area, 327s here in about 30 minutes. Fayetteville will probably have another 40, 50 minutes to go before this cell comes on in. It does look like this thing, it kind of peaked there for a second. Tahlequah, see that pink color, a little bit of hail there, and then it's moving eastbound. Let's move south. Let's talk about this cell that's in Crawford County, crossing into southern Washington County. This one also has some signs of weakening. Looks like the updraft's shaking around a little bit. Let's show this cell moving northeast as well. Winslow here in the next 15 minutes. Brentwood about 20 minutes or so. Durham, once you get into very eastern Washington County, this may be another 45 minutes or so for us, just kind of roughly estimating. This is going to be north of Mountainburg. This is coming right over the Boppy Hopper Tunnel, but this one is shrinking over time. So still severe thunderstorm warning, but this cell is showing a lot of signs of weakening, so that's good for us. I think a lot of these cells, as they cross in northwest Arkansas, I think they will slowly weaken. We may get still some hail in northwest Arkansas, but overall our temperatures are a lot cooler north of the hill right now. Let's go south. Looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for this cell, just south of Petit. This is coming into central and southern Adair County. Stillwell, Rocky Mountain. This will be coming in for you guys for the next 30 minutes. Let's go south. Let's head to the two biggest storms. These are beasts. All right. So the map I have right now is northern Leflore County and into Sequoia. Panama, Spiro, Bacola. That's where this heavy pocket of rain is. This cell is moving south and east. This is mainly avoiding Fort Smith. We're getting kind of on the northern edges. The rain's going to be picking up here shortly, but the hail is not coming into Fort Smith as much right now. I will say, quick catch to that, the pockets of hail that we have are generally where you see sometimes that pink color for a second. I'll show you the hail tracker in a moment, but temperatures are so cold upstairs right now that even in the red color, we could still get some very small hail, usually not the damaging hail, kind of like the hail that we had early yesterday morning, early Friday morning. We had some light showers that actually were producing some hail portions of, I heard Pea Ridge had some. We had some folks in the River Valley have some too. It wasn't damaging, you know, just kind of, hey, that's hailing, you know, that kind of thing. We maybe get some of that in Fort Smith. The bigger hail will be south into Bacola. This is crossing into Sebastian County. Another strong cell holding right now in Haskell County. Lots of lightning at this one. This is the one that's going to be picked up here on the camera in Bacola as we are looking towards the west. Lots of flashes of lightning. You may not see the individual strikes anymore because there's so much rain coming in now. So that rain kind of hides the bolts themselves, but you're just going to see several flashes throughout the atmosphere. It's a good lightning show when you're eastbound, but oh, you saw one little strike there kind of going through the rain. But a very active scene right now in the Bacola area, northern Leflore County, where it's just pouring for us at this time. Let's go ahead and zoom south. We'll keep on these two cells too. A couple things to note. Let's take a look at the hail tracker. I'm going to take off the previous hail. We've got two pockets of hail in Leflore County. We've got one north and east of Panama. This has just crossed over Shady Point. You got another pocket of hail near Rock Island. This is south of Bacola. This thing is headed south and east. So the heart of Sebastian County, you guys need to be on lookout for some of these hail pockets. Moving about 35 miles per hour towards the southeast. Hackett coming into us as we speak. You're probably already getting some of the hail again in Hackett, and we may have had some a little bit earlier too. A little bit more south toward Midland, but close. Huntington, here at 3:20, here in 20 minutes. Mansfield, 3:22. It's about 23 minutes away. Barber, close to about a half hour or so in southwestern Logan County. Tate, right there on the county line between Scott County and Logan County. We still have to wait another 45 minutes or so, but here are the current pockets of hail that are moving eastbound. Let's take those off. We'll go a little bit northwest. That big cell in Haskell County, the hail doesn't look as impressive at the moment. Boy, there's a lot of rain with this one. This is moving east towards Keota. This is the Sequoia Wildlife National Refuge, getting some of that light hail. This cell is going to be coming in right where the other cells were. Everything's kind of training in northwest to southeast. So more hail chances coming in northern Leflore County, Callington, Bacoshi, Panama, Spiro, Shady Point, Fort Coffee. More hail chances on the way, and a lot of heavy rain too. There's also been a little bit of rotation on this storm. Here's the current look. Still a little bit messy, but we've had some rotation on this storm, so just keeping our eye out on it. We got a new scan. It's still very messy, a lot of lightning though. But there's that rotation that there would be. A lot of times storms just spin in April. It's just the way they go around here, but it's very broad. and it's not very tight. So we'll continue to watch this. This has kind of been doing it for a while now, and as long as it stays like this, you're not going to have a tornado threat. But if this starts to spin up, we'll be watching that. Right now, this is Haskell County, so this is north and west of LaFleur. You guys in LaFleur, you guys have been hit hard for the northern half of the county so far, but you head south to Poteau, we keep getting skimmed. Now, eventually, you see this appendage that's going to be hitting McCurtain soon. This may come towards us, but most of the heavy rains north of Poteau, we've been good. You head north of the Walmart, north of the Choctaw Travel Casino there, the plaza, north of the Holiday Inn Express, we're good. Heavy rain, though, coming into Rock Island, Pecola. Rain coming in for us. This is all headed south and east. Let's zoom in on Fort Smith. We are not under severe thunderstorm warning at this time for downtown Fort Smith. South side of Fort Smith, here's the airport. Here's the airport. Once you head south of the airport, so Jennyland Road, Fianna Hills, the portions of Zero Street, South Townsend Avenue, that's where we have this severe thunderstorm warning. But we're probably going to stick with mostly heavy rain coming in the south side of Fort Smith. It looks like the hail is a little bit farther south, closer to Bonanza and Pecola, headed south and east. So that hail is going to avoid us in Fort Smith for a while. But lots of heavy rain just on the other side of the river. Rain already coming into downtown. Barling, we're starting to get some of that rain too. Eastern River Valley, we haven't talked a lot about Johnson County, Logan County, and Franklin County. We're watching this cell, but this cell is weakened enough. No more severe thunderstorm warning on it. Boonville, you could be getting some of that rain here very shortly, if not already. Some light showers reporting in Logan County. Nothing severe there. Boy, this is a beast of a storm. It even kind of looks like you've got a little bit of a hook, but it's still messy. So we're watching that in Haskell County. North into Salisaw, finally starting to get a break west of town. Vian, Gore, we've got still some cells in the area, but we're not getting that constant rain like we were earlier. Thank goodness. All right, we're watching this cell in Adair County. We've got two kind of cells that are going to be impacting us. We've got one over Christie right now. Remember, we had that EF1 tornado touchdown on the north side of Stillwell. That was south of Peavine, south of Fairfield. But on 59 as you head northbound, there's Sanders and Christie where we have the heavy rain. But I tell you what, Westville, Summers, Arkansas, in the next 15 minutes or so, you guys need to be looking out for some of that hail too. Cincinnati, Arkansas, there's some really nice ridges here as you look westbound and into Oklahoma. Some great views, but you probably see that lightning coming in here shortly. But there's Westville. Rain coming in just towards our south and west. The latest on the hail track with this one. There's just back towards the west a little bit. But here's the path of it. It's not currently hailing anymore really in Tahlequah, but this cell is going to continue northeast. Still got a pocket of good hail. Where you see that light blue is when you start to get closer to quarter-sized hail and up to golf ball-sized hail with the darker blue. So good pocket of hail coming in. You extend this out. This may be coming in northwest Arkansas shortly, but notice all the other storms that have moved northeast, they start to weaken. We haven't noticed too much of a weakening yet on this storm coming in northern Adair County. Western Washington County, we're under that severe thunderstorm warning. But boy, have we had some hail in northern LaFleur. We can't get a break. And these are several storms, even in the past, I think it goes back the past 2 hours or so, and we've had several rounds of that. I'll take off the tracks that we've had recently. These are showing you the current hail statuses right now in the radar beam. We've got one crossing over. This is very close to Rock Island, Hackett. We're getting some of that hail. This extends into the east. It will coming into central Sebastian County. There's Witcherville. They're on 71. You guys need to be lookout for hail for the next 10 minutes or so. Dayton and Huntington, hail for you. Go to temperatures real quick. Take a closer look at some forecast stuff. We're cooler in northwest Arkansas. We got a pocket of some warmer air. You see that color difference heading into Adair County? That might be sustaining our hail storms right now, but as they get into the metros of northwest Arkansas, I do think they'll weaken a bit. They could still bring some hail, but they may not be crazy intense. We still got mid-60s in Fort Smith, a lot of 60s throughout the River Valley, just warm enough to help sustain some of those hailstones coming in. But overall, the next several hours, I think our highest chances for the heavy rain and hail will be in this darker green color. So anywhere from the mountains southbound into the heart of the River Valley where we'll continue that heavy rain chance, and south even to the Ouachitas. That goes until about 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, we may still have some heavy rain, but I think the severe threat will be over by then. I hope, right? We'll go back to radar. Let me go ahead and look through some of your guys' comments. If you guys have any questions, let me know what you guys have. And you guys' reports really help us out. Let's go ahead and see. A lot of times I'm trying to type in some of your guys' reports in National Weather Service. Huntington, Angela, no hail yet in Huntington. Appreciate that report. Bryant says we can't share photos in the comments. Yeah, that's I think a Facebook thing. You may do it on other platforms. I'm not sure. I just pulled under someone's private carport. Worried about the hail. Outdoor dashing. They may not know and let it pass and then maybe get out of there. Hey, they're not using it. Just kidding. Okay. Someone's asking about gorillas. I'm not sure what's going on there. Jennifer, we're camping in Kyoto. Man, you guys have been hit hard while camping. I hope you guys are okay. The hail here is brutal. Yeah, large hail. Westville, we were talking about that. Let me pull up the radar again. I thought I had it up. There we go. Westville, we are close to having some storms. So many severe thunderstorm warnings right now. It kind of looks like a mess. Zooming in to you guys in Westville. We're watching this cell come in towards Christie. Strawberry Spring, we're next. This is on Highway 62. It looks like some of the bigger hail where you have that pink color, maybe just north of Westville, but expect some small hail in Westville, a little bit heavier if you're north of town a bit. This will try to cross into Washington County shortly, but good question there. Haskell County, you guys are still getting that big thunderstorm right now. It's about to cross into LaFleur. There's a monster storm right now. It's producing a lot of heavy rain for us too. They're the one in Haskell County. This is the southwestern corner right here, Haskell County. Producing a lot of heavy rain for us. Hail threat for Mena. Mena, we're looking okay for now. Most of these storms are probably going to be north into Scott County. But for a while, I think we're okay in Mena. You may get some thunderstorms tomorrow. You may get one tonight. But overall, I think the storm threat's higher for you tomorrow in Mena. So keep that in mind the farther south you go, towards the Ouachitas, towards Hot Springs. But great question. Let's see. Blair says dying down south of Garland in Haskell County. Thank goodness. We've got nickel-sized hail in Hackett. Thank you for that report. Let's zoom in to Hackett. We've got that good cell that was crossing in from LaFleur County. Still heavy rain in Pecola and Rock Island. There's Hackett. We're talking about some of the hail there. Yep. Kind of had an uptick too. There's Hackett. Hail coming in for you guys, central Sebastian County. This will be crossing 71 here shortly. Let me zoom in. All right. So anywhere from Dayton to Fox Hill, Milton, Burnville, Greenwood. Greenwood, we are close. It may be a little bit on the south side of Greenwood. But there's Hackett. We just had that hail there. You head south and east, Witcherville. You guys are going to be looking out for next. We got some good hail coming in for you guys, Dayton too. Huntington, there's some hail near you. Mansfield, be on the lookout for this pocket. That's a little bit farther west. I believe this is Sugarloaf, right? Yeah. Okay, here's Sugarloaf Mountains. Here's the Midland Ridge. We had some hail earlier. Let me take off the tracks. Yeah, it's a good hail earlier in Midland, but there's that pocket in Hackett. This is going to be headed south and east into Dayton and Mansfield. Hail for you guys. Scott County, no warning active at the moment. That may change as we get some of these pockets coming in. Looks like we've got a bigger pocket now reporting in Kyoto. We've already had hail in Kyoto. We don't need more. McCurtain getting some of that hail. Bekoshi, be on the lookout for the next one. If you live in Bekoshi, another 10-15 minutes of another round of hail. We already had a little bit of hail earlier. We'll have to see where this cell goes. If it's continuing to head towards the south and east, Poto is now under a new severe thunderstorm warning. This may be the cell that finally gets us. Everything has been north of Poto, mainly north of the Choctaw Travel Casino and or that plaza, north of the Holiday Inn Express. We'll go northbound. Fort Smith, we are not in a hail threat at this time. There could be some tiny hail, but not large hail. The cell's really died off, though. the one that's coming towards Winslow. I had a couple of folks asking me about Winslow. Look how tiny that hail pocket is now. That severe thunderstorm warning will probably go and expire. Here's Northwest Arkansas. We haven't talked much about Northwest Arkansas. We just haven't had anything happen for a while. Here's Benton County, Washington County. Here's that cell that's coming right towards Westville, especially north side of Westville. Hail coming in for you guys in the next 10 minutes or so. These things are moving about 35. I can even do a quick hail tracker for you. So Strawberry Spring, 312, what time is it? 311. Westville here in the next 8 minutes, roughly timing that out. Cincinnati, here 15 minutes or so. Savoy coming up in about 30. That'll also include about the Weddington area, if this cell holds on. But once again, I'm showing you our hail tracker. This just shows where we've got pockets of, oops, I didn't realize I was drawing all over the place. But anywhere you see that blue is where we have our hail pockets. So really, so I'm going to ignore this one now. The severe thunderstorm is likely to expire. Let's see what the National Weather Service has on that too. But I appreciate you guys' reports. Really helps us know. It kind of helps us ground truth the radar. Sometimes the radar has a hard time with hail because when it's looking at hail, hail can be kind of dry or there can be a lot of, kind of leftover residue water on it. And so sometimes the radar looks at it and thinks, whoa, those are massive water droplets. And it's like, well, it's not water. I mean, it's frozen water if you want to go that route, but it's hail. So sometimes it makes it very difficult for the radar to try to indicate what it's seeing between very heavy rain. And it looks like the hail threat now, the one coming into Westville is now up to about 2 inches. It's coming from the National Weather Service. Latest scan, you see that purple? Now we're up to about 2 inches. That is large hail. This is going to be a big impact north of Westville. Remember, that was about 8 minutes, subtract a minute, an hour or two. Next 5 to 10 minutes, Westville, large hail coming in. It's not a huge hail pocket in terms of the size of the thunderstorm itself, but in there's some very intense hail now falling. About 2-inch size hail. That's the latest update. And that warning continues into northwestern Washington County and southwestern Benton County. This storm right here, just west of Westville. Let's see, we had in Tahlequah, we had a report of about 2-inch size hail. Look at some mirrors, you guys' reports. Westville, okay, thank you. Shanra is saying, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Shanra is talking about Westville getting hail right now. So Westville's already getting that hail, so it looks like the radar might be behind on a scan. It'll be here in a moment. Let's see. Some of you guys are commenting some crazy stuff. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, but my goodness. Renee, someone's drinking. Someone is on these comments. Okay, what about Bentonville? Radio went off for the severe thunderstorm warning. The only portion of Benton County is extreme southwestern. This doesn't even include Solemn Springs. Very southwestern Benton County is in the path of the storm so far. But if this thing continues the way it's going, this may drop some hail in the northwest if it's able to hold. We've seen a lot of cells point towards northwest Arkansas and eventually die out. We'll watch this one. But western Washington County, southwestern Benton County, we're looking for that cell coming in. Thunder in Clarksville, you guys probably do hear it, right? New scan moves it a little bit farther east. I think it can try to show the general path of where. No, that doesn't work very well. Go back to a wide view. All right, LaFleur County. Podo, you finally are about to get hit. Northern LaFleur, the rain just keeps coming down. I may be able to get a report on this rainfall because we're probably very close to flash flooding now because this is just round after round. But here's this cell coming in from Kyoto. Podo, you guys need to be on the lookout. The rain's now coming in already. This is part of another cell. But very heavy rain's about to hit you guys in Podo. It's about to pour, about to get really loud too. This cell continues to have a little bit of rotation here on the back side near McCurtain. This is going to be headed right towards Kavanaugh Hill, starting on the northwestern slopes. Dakota, we're on the eastern slopes of Kavanaugh, but this rain's coming directly towards you. There could be some hail as well in this storm that's coming in. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let me go ahead and let me restart. Let me zoom back in, and we'll look at hail. All right, I'm going to turn off hail tracks and just do hail now. So we've got a hail pocket in McCurtain. This thing is headed towards Poteau. Let's talk about timing for Poteau, because Poteau, we've been in the clear for a while. It's just a matter of time before we get our chance. Okay, Bakoshi, 324. That's 8 minutes from now. Worcester, 343. 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so. Poteau, we're now sitting at 347. Here in about 30 minutes, Poteau, and this is kind of on the southeast side of Poteau. This is actually kind of close to the hospital. Northern Poteau, you know, the north of the Walmart, headed in Shady Point. We may get this in the next 20 minutes. Southeast side of Poteau, probably closer to 25 minutes. But another pocket of hail is coming in from McCurtain right now, so we're going to be on lookout for that. I want to show you what it looks like outside right now. Move the camera a bit too. Try to see if you guys have any questions. All right. Lots of lightning. Now you're looking directly towards the south and west, towards Kavanaugh. Okay, we have... I'm looking up some of the rainfall totals. Just over... past couple of hours, we've already had about 2 inches fall in Weber's Falls. We've had about 1 inch in Salisaw. But you just keep going kind of on this tour, just spinning the camera around. We've got, you know, several flashes of lightning there in the distance, a lot of heavy rain. You can kind of see it's a little bit more muted now because we're kind of on the backside of some of these storms. I mean, that was a big one. I'm going to keep this. Probably put it southeast. Okay. My director was making coffee. I may steal some of her coffee. It's late tonight. Johnny says everyone needs to buy a Chevy pickup. They're tornado proof. You can make commercials you can make with that whole story. My goodness. The floor is crazy here. I've never seen this before. We've got a lot of heavy rain. Let's see. Storms tracking towards Paris, or are they going to be south towards Boonville? Let's take a look at some of those. They're still kind of a ways out. We'll take a close look, though. We're watching these storms that are in southern Sebastian County. So in the Boonville area, we've got a little bit of rain, but this cell that's in southern Sebastian, we've had a little bit of hail with this south of Greenwood. This may extend more into Boonville. If it continues, I mean, it's all moving south and east, but it looks like the eastern side is growing over time into Washburn. We may get some of that heavy rain in Boonville. We're already getting some rain right now, but heavier rain back off towards the west, and even more lightning, rumbles of thunder coming in from the west too. Here's Paris. We've had some light rain in Paris, but it looks like the stronger thunderstorms are back towards the west. So it does look like, to your question, oh, it's in a different spot in the comments. A lot of pea-sized hail east of Bacola. Are we in the clear in Fort Smith? No. It looks like at the moment, you know, we don't have a severe threat at this time, and we don't have one in the next hour. But notice how you look towards the west, and notice all this light rain popping up. This is what we really want to see. We just want to see lighter rain pop up that we don't have to worry about, and that'll continue for the next couple of hours. I think what's going to happen is we've got to get rid of these two cells. These two are beasts. We've got beasts coming into Poteau. I tell you what, in Poteau, it is about to really storm for you guys. You're probably going to wake up soon if you're not. We'll say good morning to our folks in Pirate Country. New severe thunderstorm warning now for Sebastian County. This is south of Fort Smith. This is Greenwood. This is Hackett and Midland, Hartford, Huntington. We've got that severe threat coming in, gusty winds, a lot of lightning, pockets of hail. We've got this storm, beast of a storm now coming south and east towards Poto. That's really going to wake us up. This storm towards the north and west, we're still getting this. It's still chugging along. I'll show you the hail tracker. It's still out there, still producing some hail. We had some good-sized hail, about 2-inch size hail in Westville earlier. That was according to a report that I have over here. Looks like the hail is also now going up here in the floor. What a system. So we're just kind of still in a mess of severe thunderstorm warnings. They're reissuing that warning for Poto. Let's see what the update is. Yeah, right now about a quarter size hail, maybe just slightly larger than the quarter, coming into Poto here very shortly. Okay. Let's take a look outside again. I see lots of flashes of lightning as the hail continues to come in. At this time, we don't have anything that's really life-threatening. We just have hail between 1 to 2 inches in size, which is a lot. And of course, we got this lightning that's waking us up early. You know, you headed into the Easter holiday weekend, trying to get a little extra sleep before Easter. Not getting it tonight. It's pretty loud out there with these thunderstorms. The folks in, all the way east to Clarksville have said they've seen the lightning. Some folks say they even heard a few rumbles of thunder there off in the distance, but it's very active tonight with these severe thunderstorm warnings that continue to push on through. Let's go back to the radar. New severe thunderstorm warning for southern Logan County and into northern Scott County. Everything on that crawl okay?
Something popped up about a tornado warning in Logan County at the bottom, then it disappeared.
I'll take a look at that. It's been doing some weird stuff on that one.
It was up for like 10 seconds and then it went away.
Interesting. Okay. We're actually getting a new crawl system, so we're kind of getting the bugs fixed out right now. That was Debbie. She's our director. She's helping me make sure we're going to go on air. Debbie, maybe here in about 3 or 4 minutes, we might do something on Channel 5.
Okay, I'm in the control room.
Awesome. Okay. So right now we're streaming live on all the digital platforms, the Facebook page, YouTube page, our app, our website. Always get us there. But we're going to hop on to 5 News here in a couple moments just to give another quick update. Late at night, just a quick one for us. No tornado warnings at this time. There has been some rotation on these storms, but let's see. National Weather Service continues this warning here in western Washington County. Hail up to 1.75 inches, so just underneath the 2-inch mark. That's pretty good. That's about golf ball sized hail that we're still getting now crossing into western Washington County. This would be very close to Weddington. This is north of 62. So Prairie Grove, Farmington, we may get skimmed, but I think you got to go a little bit farther north. If you head north of Viney Grove Road and they're into Savoy. Okay, new severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County. And this is why we're going to go on air. Fayetteville, Springdale, and even the south side of Rogers. One little cell popping up over Johnson right now, producing a little bit of rain, but heavier rain back towards the west. It's because of this cell with the lightning and the hail coming into Washington. It's now basically mostly done with Adair County. Back towards the south, severe thunderstorm warning for southern Logan and northern Scott because of these beasts of storms that are back towards the north and west. Lots of lightning with these. Checking the velocity on some of these too. There's some gusty winds. That's interesting. We've got a little bit of what's called a kind of a microburst. We've got some divergence. The winds are going like this right now here in Hackett. That means you got very heavy rain. Just kind of rain falls so quickly that it's kind of like if you were standing in dust and you take your foot and you press it down and the dust goes poof in 2 different directions. The rain's falling so hard that's doing that, pushing the wind pretty out. So we've got a lot of gusty winds now coming into Midland. and right over Sugarloaf too. But Poto, we've got that severe thunderstorm warning. Man, that's a good storm towards our north and west. Hail continues to be about golf ball sized. And this is for Poto. It's on the other side of Poto right now, other side of Kavanaugh. It'll be coming into Poto shortly. Poto, the latest timing on this storm. There he goes. 3:48. 3:26 right now, about 20-something minutes from now. We've got to get over on the other side of Kavanaugh. But Kennedy, about 20 minutes for us too. 3:48. Did I do the math right? No, about 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes for Kennedy, 20 minutes for Poto. We were talking with some kids in Springdale today. They are about ready to do their MAP test coming up next week, so we're just talking about the importance of math, and they're wondering, well, how do you use math in meteorology? This is one quick way, when we're just looking at some times and speeds and trying to do some time calculations. But this storm is moving. What we're doing here is, here in the calculator, we put in the speed. This thing is moving about 35 miles per hour towards the south and east. So when you extend that out over distance, this is kind of what we're looking at. Poto, in about 20 minutes, you've got hail coming in for you guys. Okay. So Debbie, just let me know when you are ready. All right, we're trying to contact right now. We'll still be live here on our digital platforms with you. Takes us just a moment to get on 5 News, on the Channel 5 itself. Hey, here in about an hour and a half, we'll be live with our newscast. Tiffany Lee will be here. She's got the news. All right, stand by. All right, it's been an active night here in western Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma. We've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings because of the hail threat that continues. There's 2 pockets right now. We've got one coming in northern Washington County, and then in northern Leflore County, 2 big cells. One crossing into Sebastian now, hitting us hard in Greenwood, Hackett, Midland. Hail falling right now, up to golf ball sized hail in northern Leflore County. You guys in Poto, about 20 minutes out before we start to get that hail coming right over Kavanaugh Hill and into town. That thing's a beast of a storm now moving in. A lot of lightning. You're going to hear the rumbles of thunder. A lot of folks in Poto are about to wake up. We've already been waking up in Bacoshi, north into about the Shady Point, Panama Spiral area. We've had several rounds, but this is another good storm into Sebastian County. And now the metros of Fayetteville and Springdale are under a severe thunderstorm warning because we also have golf ball sized hail in western Washington County right now. Let's go ahead. We'll do a quick tour from north to south just to make it easy. Real quick, there's this cold front towards our north. It's helping to squeeze the atmosphere and produce these thunderstorms. We kind of had a delayed start. We honestly thought it'd be closer to 9, 10, 11 o'clock to the start of it, but we didn't get the start of it till about 1. So we're about, a couple hours behind, but the atmosphere is definitely making up for it right now. Let's once again start from north to south. Washington County, we've got a cell here in the western portion of the county. This is just north of 62, trying to stay north of Prairie Grove, north of Lincoln Lake. This is going to continue north and east. It's coming right into Savoy, the Lake Weddington area. You guys are about to get some of this hail. Where you see this pink color is generally where we get the hail. I'll show you the hail tracker in a moment. Here's Fayetteville. I think a lot of this will be on the north side of Fayetteville. Fulbright Expressway, uptown area, the Malco Razorback Cinema, north into Johnson. We're about to get some of that hail too. This could be up to about golf ball sized hail in Johnson. Springdale, hail coming in for you guys possibly too. This is still far out, and we've noticed these hail pockets kind of meander a little bit. They don't always travel in a straight line. So once we get a little bit closer, we'll have a better idea of where that hail is going to shape up. I'll show you the latest on the track right now with some of that hail. This one's been kind of just meandering a little bit, kind of points north and east, and then now starting to wrap up back towards the north. Westville, I had a few reports right now. We're streaming on our digital platforms. We had hail reports of Westville up to about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So that's some good sized hail that's coming right now into northwest Arkansas, into Washington County. Once again, staying north of 62, but anywhere From Fayetteville into Springdale, you guys need to be on the lookout for this storm as it continues to press north and east. Some storms have weakened as they've moved into northwest Arkansas. This one doesn't want to quit, but here's the latest on the timing. Let me redo this. This thing may wander a little bit. I want to make sure we have, there we go. All right, so when you time this out, Savoy, very close to Lake Weddington, 340. 10 minutes from now, hail coming in for you guys. Farmington, 347. Fayetteville, 356. That gives you enough time. If you are up, you may be up because you can hear the rumbles of thunder off in the distance. Things are loud. Things are loud tonight. Fayetteville, 356. That puts us in just about 25 minutes away before hail starts to move in for us. But I really think it's the north side of Fayetteville. Fulbright Expressway, north into Johnson, Don Tyson, up to Highway 412. Parts of Benton County are also included in this cell. I'll be honest, we're still a little bit far out with that hill track to see how it kind of meanders, but we are under that severe thunderstorm warning in the Lowell area, and then almost to War Eagle. Some of the very southern fringes of Beaver Lake were also included in that severe thunderstorm warning too. Highway 412 into Sonora, Goshen were also included in this warning as well, but it looks like we continue to get golf ball sized hail. That's the purple color right there. So if you have a chance, you might want to go ahead and put your car underneath some sort of awning because we have hail coming in to portions of Washington County. We'll continue to track that as it gets closer. We'll give you an update. Let's head south. Let's go ahead and clear this one out. Let me go back to the radar. Off hail tracker. Okay, now we're reset. Let's go south. Man, these are beasts. Poto, the rain is really picking up now for us. But let's talk about this storm in Sebastian County first. Washburn, heavy rain for us. Greenwood, we're starting to taper off some of the heaviest rain. It's still coming down at a pretty good clip, but Mansfield is about to pour. Hartford is about to pour for us. This is continuing to move south and east. This is a lot of heavy rain. And where you have the pockets of lightning, where you see these little strikes, that's where you generally have the hail too. So we've got some hail moving into Mansfield here shortly. Scott County, at least the northern half of Scott County, is under severe thunderstorm warning. National Weather Service putting out a new warning now for eastern LaFleur and very southern fringes of Sebastian County. Once again, that includes Hartford. This storm is moving south and east about 35 miles per hour. Torrential rain will be coming into Waldron and Tate here shortly. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit closer. If you're just tuning in, we've got several severe thunderstorm warnings out there this evening throughout the River Valley and one in northwest Arkansas. Okay, so here we are in Mansfield and Abbott. So you're headed on 71. You've already passed Huntington. This thing is moving right into Booth and Elm Park. Logan County, let's move westbound a little bit. We may get clipped by this storm. See some of the eastern fringe now blasting out through Washburn and Barber. Boonville, we could get clipped by some of the heavy rain. We may get a little bit of hail. I think the better hail threats will be out of town. I think they'll be closer to Barber and south to Tate. But heavy rain coming in the next 5 to 10 minutes in Boonville. Hartford, man, it's about to really pour for us. But Waldron, more storms off northwest. Oliver, Raleigh, back towards the north and west. We've got more of those storms. So this is one beast. Let's take a look at the hail threats too with this. I'm going to take off the track and just put the one that we're getting now. Widespread hail in this one. There's a couple different pockets. It looks like we got a good pocket over Dayton, and we got another pocket over Midland Ridge. So when you're looking at the Sugarloaf Mountains here, here's Sugarloaf, and we got Midland Ridge right here. So Sugarloaf's the tallest, and then when you're looking there kind of on the side, it goes out. That's Midland Ridge. We've got about quarter-size hail for us, and then up to maybe quarter and slightly larger than quarter-size hail for Midland. Let's track this one out towards the south and east. All right, so we got Mansfield coming in right now, 336. Elm Park, another 10 minutes or so for us, and that's now getting into Scott County. Hahn, 356, that's in about 20 minutes, in Waldron just after the 4 o'clock hour. It may take us another 30 minutes or so before this storm comes in. But I do think the stronger hail threats should stay west of Boonville. We'll get clipped in southwestern Benton County, or southwestern Logan County, so if you live away from Boonville westbound, you may have some of that hail coming up here shortly too. but it is loud. Let's go ahead and take a look outside. Wow, look at that. Got some low-hanging clouds there. Let it pop up again. The atmosphere is pretty humid now. We've dropped a lot of water in northern LaFleur County. Strong thunderstorms now coming in. Heavy rain now for Poteau. Good pocket of hail there on the west side of Kavanaugh Hill. I'll show you that in just a moment. But this is looking from Pensacola, and you're looking kind of towards Poteau right now. Lots of clouds out there. So low. I mean, they're so humid that they start to look like they're touching the ground. It's hard to see with the, you want more flashes of lightning, to be honest. Very low clouds. Just torrential rain for us. As of, I think, an hour ago, we already picked up about 2 inches in Sequoia County for some of us. So, Poteau, your rainfall gauges are about to get a lot fuller. Okay, let's talk about the Poteau cell now. Let's zoom into Poteau. Very heavy rain coming in. Worcester, you're next to. I think the hail pocket may just stay on the west side. Let's take a look at that hail tracker real quick. Yeah, here's that pocket of hail coming right over Kavanaugh. Here's Poteau. So from, I'd say about downtown Poteau, anywhere even from the high school, south and west, as you head out of town into the county fairgrounds, south and west to Worcester and Fanshawe, that's where we have this hail pocket coming in. And we had a good drop of hail there east of McCurtain. This one's headed south and east. This may skim us in Poteau. Anyone on Kavanaugh Hill, if you have friends and family on Kavanaugh Hill, we may get some small hail, but the larger hail will probably be coming into Worcester. See this blue? This is Lake Worcester. So hail coming in towards Worcester and Lake Worcester. Heavener, you may be next if this continues to drop a little bit farther south. Reissuing that severe thunderstorm warning right now for central LaFleur. But Poteau south to Heavener and Worcester, you guys need to be on the lookout for some large hail coming down at times too. Take off the tracks. This is the current hail threat. I'll zoom out so you can see all the different hail pockets we have. Hail pocket in Washington County. Couple different pockets in Sebastian County headed south and east, and Poteau too. So if we go down to Poteau, let's do a track. We're about 35. All right. Latest track, we've got Poteau 345. We're already getting the heavy rain. That hail could be starting at any moment, to be honest. Worcester 347 here in under 10 minutes now. Trestle Ford closer to 4. It's about 20 minutes or so, give or take. And Sugar Creek, they're on the a little bit south of Sugar Loaf. We could be 412. Let's see if you guys have any reports for us. Nothing too concerning in Rogers. I'm sleepy. I'm trying to head to bed. I feel you guys. I really do. Rogers is close. Here's that cell coming now into the west side of Fayetteville. Once again, if you are in Fayetteville or Johnson or Springdale and you have the opportunity to park your car underneath a quick shelter, might be a good idea. Don't have to worry about hail insurance later on or cracking a windshield or anything like that. But coming into Johnson, you guys have about 5 minutes or so. I think we're all good, as long as you guys good. But yeah, hail coming into Tawnytown, Johnson, Springdale. I'm gonna go ahead and send a quick alert on that too. I might kind of slow down my talking for just a second. So here's that hail pocket. Looks like it's weakened a bit. This is the latest. Hail pockets usually kind of go up and down in their intensity, and this one did. So that's interesting. Let's go back to the radar. One thing we can look at is we have the opportunity to really dissect this thing, and sometimes when you just do this on air, it's easier. Okay, so we're doing a 3D slice of the radar. Let's pretty cool. So we're coming out of the Boston Mountains that you see at the bottom of your screen. Here's the storm. So let me step off to the side. Our freezing level is about 12,000 feet, so it's about here. When you see that red going well beyond it, you've got hail. We're just a little bit beyond the freezing mark, so it looks like the hail threat went down for a second. This thing may be weakening. That'd be great news for folks in northwest Arkansas, but we'll have to watch this storm. The latest scan did weaken it quite a bit. Just clear that out. Let's see. I'll zoom back in on the storm towards the south. Yeah, they're reissuing that severe thunderstorm warning for Washington County. Hail now down to 1 inch. Earlier it was about 2 inches. So now National Weather Service has noticed that indication too. It's down to 1 inch, heading into southern Benton County, northern Washington County. To answer that quick question about Rogers, I want to show you which towns we're really thinking about. So Rogers, some of Rogers is technically underneath this. I think that hail pocket, if it continues to stay, will come more into Johnson and the north side of Springdale. Fulbright Expressway to 412, anywhere in here. So that includes Johnson and includes Don Tyson. It would include just north of the county fairgrounds for Washington County. So Johnson, you've got that medical park on the other side of you got the Blessings Golf Course medical park there. Johnson eastbound into, you got the Wright's Barbecue. You head northbound towards Tyson headquarters, just on Tyson Road, Arvest Ballpark. That's where we're going to be watching. By the way, we were able to fit in the game tonight, Arvest Ballpark. We were able to do the fireworks just fine. First Friday night fireworks of the season, so that's super exciting. But we've got storms coming in now. Once again, it is weakened a bit. Let's head south into the River Valley. I'm trying to cover everyone. I'm of course never be perfect, but I'm trying to show a little bit of everything. We've got just a lot of active weather tonight. Fort Smith, Van Buren, we're shaping up really good. We've been so lucky today. We've got a couple cells towards the north and west. They may come in and squeeze out some rain, but man, that heavy rain's coming into Poteau. We've got. I'm trying to look at rotation on the. That's what I have is rotation right here. And so that's what I keep looking down at the screen for. Looks like the rotation's kind of very broad now. Not too impressive at the moment. But man, we're getting blasted with that heavy rain in Poteau and at Worcester and Heavener. Southern Sebastian County, Greenwood, south of Mansfield, the rain continues to fall for us, and we've got that hail. Honestly, anywhere you have the red, you can get some hail right now. Now, there are individual pockets that have some hail, and I can show you those. See these? Man, that's a good pocket of hail. And this shows you the track of those too, so you see the evolution of them. So hail coming into Mansfield, hail coming into Washburn, western Logan County. I think Boonville, we're close. We could get a little tiny hail, but the bigger hail will be back towards the west. And then in Poteau, man, we got hit on the western slopes of Kavanaugh. This is coming right towards Worcester. They may need to go ahead and reissue the severe thunderstorm warning because this one's starting to dive south. This was coming right at Worcester. Worcester, we're probably already getting some of that hail and over the lake too. Heavener, you're in the path of this. Poteau, south of the county fairgrounds, we're in the path of this too. Maybe you're already getting some of that hail. We've had probably some light hail, guessing. If you guys have reports from Poteau, let me know. Let's see. Okay, how bad is Muldrow? Muldrow, I think we've kind of cleared out a little bit. Yeah, I think in Muldrow we've really cleared out. I mean, we've got rain coming in, but thunderstorm chances. We've used up a lot of energy. We had so many storms earlier this evening in Sequoia County, but we've really zapped that energy, I think, in Muldrow. Greenwood, great question. Shelby asking about Greenwood. We are still in that severe thunderstorm warning, but the hail is now mainly towards our south. We're going to notice the rain slowly decrease in its intensity out there. I know it's loud, but everything is moving south and east away from Greenwood, now towards Dayton and Washburn, and eventually towards Waldron. But Greenwood, we're starting to shape up okay. Slaytonville, you was talking about the storm coming into Poteau. You guys are very close to the line as well, so be on the lookout for that, for some of that hail. Getting bad here in Hartford and Mansfield. Man, it's just pouring for us right now. Got some hail anywhere you see, anywhere the red. atmosphere can easily throw up some hailstones. That's not always the case. A lot of times when you just see red on the radar, it doesn't mean hail, it just means really heavy rain. But in a night like tonight where it's so cold upstairs, some of that rain is freezing as it's going higher up in the atmosphere. We've got some of those hail pockets, and we've noticed that hail all the way in southern Sebastian County. Brianna, you're talking about hail in Greenwood, Mansfield, Huntington. Let me know. It shows up on the radar that we have some. So Jeremy says we've got just light rain right now in Muldrow, Loud, and Washburn. Emily, thank you. Uniontown in the clear. I think so. You head north. I mean, we've really lucked out in Fort Smith. We've had heavy rain, and there could have been some hail on the south side. But I think in Cedarville and Van Buren, Fort Smith, I think we're getting into that clear stage where we don't have to worry so much about the severe storms, but just moderate rain showers coming in from the west. And some of them could try to turn heavy at times, but the severe part has really, really gone down. Very low chances for severe weather now in Fort Smith and Van Buren. I wouldn't say zero, but it's very low. All right, Laura says we had pea to quarter-sized hail in Hackett for 10 minutes or so. That's a long time. Angie, Mansfield. Mansfield, we've got that heavy rain coming in. Let me know what you guys are seeing, Angie. In Van Buren, I'm disappointed we didn't get any. You wanted good thunderstorms, Jeremy says. Hey, almost everyone else in the River Valley is getting thunderstorms right now. You guys... depends on how you view it, if you got lucky or unlucky. I know sometimes it's, kind of nice to hear a thunderstorm in the distance, but you don't want hail. And we've had some of that hail for a while. All right, Crystal asked about Greenwood. Yeah, it's still loud. My goodness, there's a lot of lightning. There's a good pocket of lightning now over Mansfield and a good pocket of lightning over Worcester. Muldrow, Rosa, the severe threat is now super low. You could get some rain here and there overnight. You're probably going to get some rain here overnight. Let's just say that. We'll have several rounds of rain as we go into your Saturday. Mansfield, very wild. Yeah, it is. Sierra says then she could sleep. Finally, the rains now, or the storms are starting to come to an end, it looks like. Glad that Fort Smith is dodging the worst of it. Well, thank goodness, because we got hit hard earlier this week in Fort Smith. I think we should get a break. Highway 16 at Baldwin, going to see this. I think more rain for Baldwin at this time. Let's see. Spiro in the clear to go to bed. If I was in Spiro, I would start headed to bed. I'll be honest, I'd probably start headed to bed. The storm is now south. Here's Spiro. There you go, Spiro here. We finally are taking a break. There's some rain coming in from the other side of the river. But for now, I think the severe threat is closing down. You head south in the Floor County. There's that hail pocket. Let's go back to the hail right now, and then we'll go back to northwest Arkansas. Man, that is a good hail pocket. Not good, but from a storm's perspective, it's impressive. Hail coming into Worcester as we speak. This is large hail. Let me know if you live in the Worcester area or anywhere from Poteau south to Worcester and Lake Worcester. Please let me know what you guys are seeing. A lot of lightning with this cell. You see exactly where the lightning coordinates with the hail, lightning. You get hailstones hitting once again. We do this thing with kids. We did them earlier today. You take your hands, put them together, you rub them, you feel that heat. Eventually you produce enough heat, you can get some lightning strikes. There's several different aspects to lightning. It's not completely that simple, but it's one of the major contributing factors to some lightning. But hail now falling big time right now in central LeFlore County. Let's go north. Let's go into Washington County. We've been watching this storm kind of evolve over time. This one's a little bit weaker, but you see exactly where that hail pocket is going. Right into Johnson and Springdale. A little bit of hail. Once again, Johnson to Springdale. I think this is now going to stay north, most of Fayetteville. Some of us in the Fulbright Expressway may get it. They're at the Blessings Golf Course. If you live anywhere near the Blessings Golf Course, you guys are going to be getting some hail south of Tawnytown. Elm Springs, we could get a little bit of hail. Springdale, some hail too. So we're going to be watching this cell. Still that severe thunderstorm warning, but at least it looks like it's not nearly as bad as it was. Look what it did earlier. So this thing has really weakened. And we've noticed a lot of these storms have weakened in northwest Arkansas. Now, could it try to uptick again? Maybe. Ah, it did. You see that? All right, that's now some about golf ball sized hail. A lot of times it goes in these cycles, but now coming into Johnson and Springdale. All right, let me know if live stream. It says it kicked me out of live streams. Hopefully we're still streaming right now. Hey Debbie, we're going to continue on channel 5 until some of these pass some of our populated areas. So we'll just continue on. Let's see. Yeah, are we able to pull that up? My producer or director Debbie, if she's going to be able to pull up some of the RDOT cams, we may do a quick tour. I'm gonna hop it on right now to our live stream system, make sure it's all healthy. There we go. So you're looking live from Greenland and you're looking northbound towards the Fayetteville area where we're getting that rain. Lots of flashes of lightning there as you're looking towards the south side of the university. You see, Baumwalker Stadium in the distance. You also see Razorback Stadium right now too. But very heavy rain coming down. Very heavy rain in the River Valley too. It's pouring for us in LaFleur County, Sebastian County, Scott County. This is our roof cam. We're starting to get that hail right now in Johnson. You actually see some of the hail. You see some of the larger pieces there on the stream. Okay. Are you guys still seeing our live stream? I don't know if they can see. Yeah, when this comes in, you really hear it. Here in about an hour, we're going to have our 5 News at 5, and we'll have an update on what folks have seen. Yeah, you could really hear that hail. Golf ball size hail, new severe thunderstorm warning now being issued. Debbie, let's go ahead and go back to the radar maps now. Man, that's all. You might even hear it. But hail coming into Johnson and Springdale. This is mainly north of Fayetteville, north of the Fulbright Expressway, but hail coming in to Johnson and Springdale. Large hail right now. Okay, we're back on streaming. Okay. All right, so I may have lost you guys for a second. I think we're back on now. Hail coming down in northwest Arkansas, hail coming south into the River Valley too. I think our biggest hail pocket though is in LaFleur County. Let me go back to that. If you hear a muffling sound, we're getting hit in the station with hail right now too. Debbie, you want to see how large that is? Debbie's a miracle worker by here, by the way. Yeah, all the River Valley hail is also going up too. We've got very large hail reporting. What would you say about golf ball? This may be getting close to baseball-sized hail in Worcester. This is very large hail from Poteau south into Worcester. Heavener, you guys are about to pick up on that too. Mansfield into Scott County. You got that? Take a look at this. You're awesome, Debbie. What is that, quarter?
Yeah, at least.
I don't know if you guys can see. So we're getting some of our, Debbie, everyone sends their pictures and I never get to have a picture.
Now you got a live one.
All right, we got a live one. All right. That feels nice. All right, so we've got some hail here. You guys have been getting hail, of course, this evening too, but we've got quarter-sized hail in Johnson and Springdale, up to almost about golf ball-sized hail. We've got larger hail in LaFleur County. There it is in Worcester, heading south right now. Into the heart of the Heavener area. This is going to be pretty much clearing Kavanaugh Hill here shortly. Poteau, I know we've had some hail on the southwest side of town, County Fairgrounds and south. Lots of lightning too. It is loud in southwestern Logan County. I'll go ahead and put this on a loop too. I like when we see that. Last 15 minutes or so. And the hail's really upticking for us in southwestern Logan. So this is near Tate, Lucas, Arkansas. You got Dizzy Dean Road. Oh, my thing went away. I gotta restart. Overall, man, look at this storm. This storm is pressing south. If we can clear this out and we can move this out, we're gonna be done this evening. But we got heavy rain for Leflore County, southern Sebastian County, Scott County, southwestern Logan County right now. Hail is just gonna continue on. There's no way to get around it. I wonder how fast this is gonna melt. We've got our own hail here at the station that we just got outside. That's super loud too, right? But I think the largest hail is in Leflore. Worcester, Heavener, you guys are in the path of that storm. Let's take another look at northwest Arkansas now. We'll just keep bouncing north to south, trying to cover everyone. Strong thunderstorm into Springdale, Johnson, headed north and east right now. Let's put up the hail pocket. All right, so this is coming right over the Arvest Ballpark, Johnson. We've been picking up, and to be honest, it seems like it's behind a second. But here's downtown Springdale. We're getting that heavy rain. Here's Lake Fayetteville, hail for us. Don Tyson Parkway back towards the east. Zoom in a little bit. Highway 412, the Robinson area where we had some of that tornado damage. The Nilfisk factory hail coming in for us too. Tyson headquarters, we're getting some of that hail. There towards the Brashears and Outback Steakhouse, hail for us too. Johnson. You're getting hail along Main Drive, Wright's Barbecue, Golden Corrals there on the corner. We've got hail coming into kind of the food truck area, Lake Fayetteville, there towards Georgia Elementary, where we had a lot of this exactly where we had that tornado pass through, that EF3 tornado. Now we're getting hail tonight. This will extend north towards the airport. Here's Springdale Airport. We're going to be getting that hail coming in too. But a lot of this is staying north of the Fulbright. So we're good at the university. We're good at Razorback Stadium. There'll be some rain, and there could be some tiny hail that's not really measuring. But this is a good pocket of hail that's coming right over I-49, US 71 right now. Johnston to Springdale. All right, let's head south. Three hail pockets continue to dive south. This Heavener one is a beast. So this is just past Lake Worcester. It's coming into Forest Hill. Howell, we've been getting that hail for us too. Independence and Heavener, Petros, we're getting that hail. Here's downtown Heavener. Right there by the railroad tracks, we've got the hail coming in. Old Highway 59, just headed south out of Podo. We're getting that hail. A lot of lightning too. It is loud in Leflore County. This will continue to head southeast towards Black Fork, Haw Creek, and Hontubby, Sugar Creek. Hail for you guys. Let's see what mountain ridges those are. That's south of, is that Podo Mountain? Yeah, there's Podo Mountain. These ridges, that's all part of Podo Mountain. But we're getting skimmed on Podo Mountain, Heavener, very heavy, very large hail for us. We head into Scott County, hail coming right into Waldron here very shortly. This is now mostly out of Sebastian County, so that is good for us. In Logan County, this storm's kind of misbehaving. It's moving eastbound instead of a little bit more southeast. So Boonville, heads up. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this storm. This is moving east. These storms don't have a lot of upper level wind support right now, and so they're able to generally meander. I mean, when you look at the whole area, this one's almost diving straight south from Podo. The one north and west of Waldron is moving towards Waldron, so it's moving south and east. This storm's moving almost due east at this time in Logan County. It should stay away from Boonville, but we'll watch it. Golden City, Tate, Carolyn. There's your headed on Fuller Road, Keenan Lake Road. We've got some of the hail for us too. And then, but then look at the cell northwest. It's going northeast. Looks like there's even a little bit of hail on the backside too. The hail coming right over the airport, Springdale Airport, Huntsville Avenue Road. We've got the hail for us too. Butterfield Coach Road and anywhere along Don Tyson Parkway, Tyson Heights Street. We got hail for us. There's a wide view of the radar. Quick drink. You guys' reports have been fantastic, by the way. Could not do it without you. Cameron's in the clear. Hey, John, I'm trying to do everyone here on this. Still getting hail in Poto. Okay, wow. It's a large hail. Large hail pocket there. Zoom a little bit south into the river valley. Here's Poto. Here's Kavanaugh. So even some of this red is producing just some small hail, but that massive pocket of hail, man, it's hitting us hard in Heavener and Howe. And then now Scott County. We're on the lookout for some of that hail. We're all just trying to get some sleep on a Saturday, right? Going into a weekend now. Weather's not allowing us to do that tonight. But our 5 News at 5 will be starting about 58 minutes from now. We'll have updates on the radar. We'll be tracking these storms for you guys. Hopefully they're just rain showers by then, though. Man, it turned into a busy night. Let me turn back let's turn on velocity. Just want to make sure. Oops. Got a really big gust of wind too. It looks like this storm it's starting to really blow out. There's a little bit of rotation here. You see that in Heavener. It's interesting. This storm has had a history of just some broad rotation at times. This one was the one that, so now it's in Heavener. Of course, it was in Poto just a moment ago. Bakoshi, and then back towards the north and west. I think it actually started in Chakota, into parts of east central Oklahoma. But very gusty winds now coming into Waldron. So we're getting some hail, we're getting some gusty winds, we're getting the heavy rain. We got everything except rotation right now in Waldron. So that's good. But man, that's some gusty winds right now. If we take a look at some of these wind speeds, they're up to about 60 miles per hour. All right, this National Weather Service has now upgraded this to destructive. We had a report in Shady Grove, Arkansas, of 1.25 inches, up to almost 3 inches, and 3-inch hail now reporting in Sebastian County and LaFleur County with these storms. Let's go back to the hail. Looks like the hail may have gone up. That's massive hail. Very large hail hitting us in LaFleur. The triangle of Poto, Worcester, and Heavener, we're getting hit hard right now and will continue to do so. These are the previous pass over the past, I think, hour. Let's go ahead and do a track. Yeah, we've got some general hail. Okay, this cell now coming in Logan County is weakening a bit and slowly moving south and east again. Still some quarter-sized hail now coming into Waldron right now. I think in Sebastian County we've really cleared out, but boy, this storm in Heavener just continues to really hit us hard. Yeah, come in. Yeah, go ahead and send it. Some of this hail video we're going to try. Maybe we can get into some of our newscasts coming up. I don't know if there's an editor, if they can get it in. It might be actually faster that way. Okay, appreciate it. We're also trying to get ready for a newscast right now, so every once in a while I got to talk with some of my coworkers. All right, so hail continues to fall on the floor. Let's go north into northwest Arkansas. Still good, a new severe thunderstorm warning as this cell continues to really hit us. So Springdale, Sonora, southern fringes of the War Eagle area. This is Beaver Lake, kind of some of the fingers of Beaver Lake that extend towards the south. We've got hail. I think the hail is wrapping us for us in Johnson and for downtown Springdale, but now anywhere east of downtown Springdale, we still have that hail, and this is still large hail, quarter-sized hail up to golf ball-sized hail. This is going to be headed out on 412, headed right on Johnston Road. Oops. I got to restart this. What a night. Reissuing that severe thunderstorm warning towards our south. So what I'm showing you right now is just the hail trackers. So you can see where all the pockets of hail are. They're all expanding away from kind of Fort Smith now. Everything headed south. We've got cells headed northeast. I think for us in Van Buren, Fort Smith, we're now in the clear. Poteau, we should be clear. Sallisaw, we're going to be clear. Let's actually do that. Let's go county by county. Benton County right now, unless you live in extreme southwestern Benton County. Trying to zoom in. So unless you live, I mean, we're talking like creeks, Hickory Creek, you guys could try to get some hail out of this. But otherwise, Bentonville, most of Springdale now, once the hail stops in Springdale where you live, you're done. Johnson, we're good. Fayetteville, we're good. Taneytown, we're good. But anywhere in Benton County, west of Salem Springs, we're good. Gentry, Decatur, anywhere near X&A, we're okay. Gravette, Sulphur Springs, rain is... We'll still get some rain, but the hail threat is now over for us. I think most of Washington County from Fayetteville southbound, we are good, but we're still watching here along Highway 412. We're kind of getting clipped near Goshen. This is going to continue eastbound. Just a couple, we're near Vaughn Road, and let's see, Sherry Road, Natural Walk Road. Let's see, Covington Road, Spring Valley Road, Leisure Road. I like Leisure Road. That sounds nice. You guys are next. Madison County. If you live from Huntsville south, I don't think you have to worry. It's more Hinesville, and farther north towards Clifty, West Liberty, Rock, Arkansas. We could try to get some of this hail too. Let's head southbound. Sequoia County, we're in the clear. Crawford County, clear. Franklin County, I think we're clear. Johnson County, clear. Logan County, most of us are clear. Paris, Coxville, Charleston, we're clear. Shoal Creek, I think we're good. It's when you head southwest, here towards Tate. We're wrapping up with the hail. This should press south and east. Waldron about to get really slammed with some big hail. But most of us in Logan County should be okay. Scott County, we're not good yet. We're still watching, especially in Waldron, south of Parks. But Sebastian County, I think we're good. Mansfield, Hartford, Midland, Hackett. We've had a very busy night. Greenwood, it's been busy. We're good. Central LaFleur County, Poteau, Worcester, we're finally wrapping up. If you guys have any reports from Worcester, please let me know. Golf ball-sized hail and Howe. Thank you for that report. That's close to Heavener. Let's see. Mansfield in the clear. You guys are in the clear. You guys are good, Candace. Donna, we just had golf ball-sized hail through Springdale. Yeah, that was big hail. It was loud. But Donna, I think you guys are now in the clear. A lot of hail in Springdale. Jose, appreciate that. I think we're in the clear. Ryan, we have just a little bit bigger than quarter-sized hail here in Johnson. Thank you for that report. We're now clear. Tracy's saying about sleep. We all could use some sleep, Tracy. Submitted a picture of the hail in Worcester. Thank you, Nikki. At some point, I'll be able to stop doing this and be able to look through some of that kind of stuff on other kind of programs that we have. Jay says take the jacket off. I can't. You want to know why? Because I was stretching earlier and I put a hole. Only you guys get the top secret information here at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Let's see. Lacan wants December to come back. Samuel over North Springdale. You guys had some hail, yeah? Warning on my phone for baseball-sized hail, Angela. Let me know where you're talking about. The wind is crazy here in Waldron. Yeah, so it was, man, it's been windy. We've had everything. The severe threats continue out there. We're watching these 3 hail pockets all surrounding us in the river valley. This hail pocket hitting us in the floor. Heavener, we've just got slammed. Waldron, we're getting hit now. North and west towards Tate, we're getting that hail pocket too. Notice where the lightning coordinates with the hail. They always coordinate together, or most times they should. But hail really hitting us in Waldron and in southern LaFleur County. We're getting that hail too. Now from about Heavener, this is going to be headed towards Black Fork. Beautiful country. I love headed south in LaFleur County. Loving Arkansas, or Loving Oklahoma, we've got some hail coming in Haw Creek. So anywhere near the Haw Creek Road or Black Fork Road there in southern LaFleur County, we'll get some of that hail here shortly. It does look like it's weakened a little bit. It's still a beast, though. I'll be honest. It's still up to golf ball-sized hail. We've got quarter-sized to golf ball in Waldron, but then closer to just pea-sized hail for the Tate area. Temperature's still in the 60s right now. Let's look at a couple other things real quick. Storm's headed south and east right now here in the river valley. Notice on the backside we're starting to fill in with some of this rain. The good news is that this should stay under severe limits. Could you, on some of these showers coming into Sequoia County right now, Salisaw, Bellefonte, Muldrow, we could get, every once in a while you can get some tiny pieces of hail. But the severe hail should be Dover. Some of these are headed to Cedarville and Uniontown too. We could get a good downpour too. And at times you might wake up and, wow, it's really raining out there. But these are cold rain showers. These are not really the same thing as these thunderstorms. You can kind of see the difference in how, sometimes how crisp they look. Head south into the river valley now. Fort Smith, we're looking good. Boonville, we're still under that severe thunderstorm warning, but it looks like everything's headed south and east. So we are wrapping up in Boonville with the storm. That's good. Mansfield, we're turning out to be okay. Washburn, Greenwood, we're now in the clear. Still raining, but we're in the clear, severe weather. But man, it's really getting us in Waldron. And if I put on velocity, you can see that gust of wind. I mean, check this out. These are gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour that are just slamming through Scott County. Man, it's really windy in Waldron, and we've got the lightning, and we've got the thunder and the hail, heavy rain, just a mixed bag of everything. We don't have rotation, that's good. And the rotation right now in LaFleur County has really weakened quite a bit, so that's good. Just a lot of lightning at this time. Hope you guys have good Easter plans coming up. Some folks were talking about in eastern Oklahoma they want a little bit more rain, and we definitely got that. In fact, let me look up some of the rain that we've picked up so far today. It's got a new update for the storm in Benton County, Washington County, headed to Madison County. There could be up to 2-inch size hail right now. That's large. Here's that hail pocket. There's south of Creech, Glencords Road, War Eagle Blacktop Road, Butler Ford Road, Abbeytown Road. We've got some hail for you guys coming in towards Seiler Road and Gate Anderson Road, Woodhaven Drive, Hickory Springs Road, Hickory Flat Road. We've got some hail for you. Okay, I was going to look up, Oklahoma Mesonet has a really good estimation on rain. The report's got to come in. I think some of the reports are not accurate anymore. could have been too powerful of a storm there. I've got a ½ inch of rain in Poto. It's got to be more than that. It poured. Some sort of Sallisaw. Well, Sallisaw's closer to 2 inches. For the mesonet for now. We'll see if that updates too. Back to wide view. Got all our hail pockets. It looks like we got a new winner on hail pockets. Who's the strongest now? Let's zoom in to Scott County and LaFleur. Looks like the larger hail's in Heavener, but the cell in Waldron's now just larger itself as it's heading south and east. All right, Debbie, you still in there? Okay, so we're going to stay live on our digital platforms, but we're going to go ahead and hop off 5 News. Does that sound good? All right. All right, great. We're gonna start wrapping things up. But here on Channel 5, we appreciate your time. We've been watching these strong thunderstorms push on through. We're still going to be live on our digital platforms here for a little bit longer as we track these storms that are still out there, still producing that hail. It's been a very busy evening. So let's go ahead and wrap up on 5 News. We appreciate you guys' time. Once again, keep it local, keep it here. And as always, we'll keep you advised. All right, I think we're back. Debbie, are we good? All right, we're good. We are still tracking some storms right now. Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the radar. This cell's exiting. It's headed in northern Madison County. We're wrapping up some of the hail here. Waldron, we're still getting hit. We are still getting hit right now. It kind of looks like earlier, the western storm, if you take 2 storms, I know they look connected, they're kind of holding hands, but we've got a storm here towards the west, another storm here towards the east. This one was the stronger one earlier, but this one's really weakened. It dropped some big hail from Heavener, Worcester, and Poto. This cell towards the east is now a little bit stronger. Waldron, we're getting some of that heavy rain and gusty winds and hail. You can see some of the, that's, I'm now getting reports of 75-mile-per-hour winds. That's strong. Crazy wind coming out of this storm. And hail. You can't get a break in Scott County. Debbie, we may want to talk to Zach to see if we've got power outages. We're talking about 75-mile-per-hour winds here in Scott County. And Tiffany, if Tiffany can maybe check on that too. But we've got very gusty winds on the leading edge of this storm. Lots of lightning. Let's put on our hail tracker now. Newest scan coming in. Let me put this in motion too. Yeah, this hail pocket's getting larger. So we're on the east side of Waldron. So let's talk some roads. We're here at Cattleman Road. We're getting the hail, Trails End Road, but it's headed south and east towards Dutch Creek Mountain Road, Scottsboro Road, County Road 561, Bush Creek Road, County Road 195. Let's see. Wild Forest Road, River Ridge Road. So the biggest hail is now out of Waldron, but it's on the east side of town, just 2 or 3 miles east of town. What does that say, Rebecca's Road? Yeah, Rebecca's Road, Trails End Road, Willow Ridge Road, we've got hail for us too. If we go west. This is good news. Look at this. This hail pocket has really weakened over time. Thank goodness. Man, we got hit hard. This is now over Lovings Road, heading into Loving, Oklahoma. Beautiful. I just love this area. You got Blevins Lane, getting some of that hail too. Let's head north into northwest Arkansas. Looks like this hail, this one still could have up to golf ball sized hail.
but the size of this storm is pretty small. So this is just impacting a few people, almost out of Washington County. Washington County ends here, anywhere in Fate Anderson Road, you guys in Elevator Road, Covington Road. So this is northeastern Washington County. And that's where we're going to watch this cell. Another scan came in, and it's starting to weaken too. It's all good signs, all good signs. We like that. All right, turn back on the radar. Been a loud night for us. We've had a lot of lightning, but we are now clear for Benton County. We're clear for most of Washington County, unless you're way in that northeastern corner. We're clear in Washington. Madison, we're going to get clipped, but we're going to get clipped north of Hinesville. So we're staying away from Huntsville. Hinesville, we're getting some hail, but it's really going to be north into Clifty and Rock, West Liberty, Rock House. That's what we'll be talking about, some of this hail coming in shortly. Scott County, my goodness. So yeah, we'll bloop over the past 15 minutes. So everything's moving south and east. The latest on the timing of this storm is about 35 miles per hour, so it's still about the same. 35 miles per hour towards the south and east, clearing Waldron. We're coming into eastern Scott County now with some of this hail. Oleo, Arkansas, Harvey, Arkansas, Little Texas, NOLA. You guys in Gravelly, be on the lookout for some of this hail. Okay. Let's see, anything from National Weather Service chat? Quarter-sized hail in Heavener was now reported. Getting hail in Waldron right now. Thank you, Jeremiah, for that. Over an inch hail in Springdale, Alejandro sends. Thank you, Alejandro. Someone in Waldron said they lost power, Matt. Thank you, Cassandra. I appreciate that. Okay, Rachel, power out here in Waldron. Thank you for that. We'll try to see if we can get some numbers. We've got our producer in. Tiffany Lee is in too. She'll be helping us with some of that shortly. Sierra Dixon saying hearing thunder now and then, still in Van Buren. And you may still hear thunder in Fort Smith, Van Buren, Sallisaw. We've got these little cells, and it looks like there may be one or two little lightning strikes. So you may hear rumble thunder, but I think the severe threat is over for us. Everything's pushing slowly out towards the south and east. We're now, the hail threat's starting to try to push out of Waldron here shortly. Is the Heavener cell going to hit Hartford? I think we're good in Hartford now. That thing is moving south. It looks like the Heavener cell is really petered out. That's great news. I'll put on the hail tracks again. Just for fun, let's take a look at what we've seen the past 5 hours with hail. This is just showing you a loop. So these are going to be the tracks of all the hail zones that we had. Some LaFleur, Sequoia, then we came into southern Sebastian County. There's that cell that came through northwest Arkansas. Then, of course, we have the cells that we have right now into Scott County and eastern and southeastern LaFleur. But man, we just got barely skimmed outside of Poto and then walloped there on the south side of town into Worcester and Heavener. But that cell's weakened quite a bit. So that's good. It's really good. Let's go back to the last 15 minutes now. Let me check this cell north. This one's really weakened. The one headed into Madison County is really weakened. You guys see that? It's really dissipated. It still probably could have some maybe pea-sized hail, but that quarter-sized hail should be almost done. If you guys are getting anything, northeast of Sonora, let me know. This hail pocket in Waldron, slowly wrapping up there on the east side of town. Waldron, you're just going to get better from now on. The rain's going to slowly wind down. Hail, it could still be hailing, but you're about to wind down too. Parks, be on the lookout for some hail here shortly. And then that cell in LaFleur has really weakened too. So that's some good news. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We've got to get a newscast ready. Coming up here at 5, we'll have more updates. We'll show you the radar. We'll show you what's going on this morning. Still kind of feels like it's already 4:25. Now, we appreciate you guys' time sticking with us. It's been a busy night in the River Valley, especially for that hail. And then we had one swath of hail coming right through Johnson, Springdale, and Tawnytown. We had some of that hail too. But we are wrapping things up. That is good news for us. I'm going to go back to a wide view right now as we look at all these little hail pockets that are slowly weakening over time and pushing out. We're going to get ready for a 5 News. At 5, I'm going to have a meeting with Tiffany Lee and our producer Zach, our director Debbie. I appreciate them helping me out with this too. We're going to get a recap and let you guys kind of know. Maybe we got some pictures and video. We'll try to show you guys that. I'll probably show you more on the hail, where we got the hail, who had the most hail, things like that. So we'll get all that ready for your 5 News at 5 o'clock this morning coming up. We're thankful to be with you guys here on a Saturday headed into the Easter weekend. It should, to be honest, I wish I could say the weather's going to clear up, but it's probably not. Probably going to be kind of mostly cloudy, cool, rain showers here and there. And but at least the severe threats are going down as we press into the weekend. So that's some good news. Now we just kind of stick with some rain here on and off through Easter Sunday. But I'll have more in that forecast coming up. We appreciate you guys' time. As always, keep it here, keep it local, and we'll keep you advised.